keeping an eye on Peggy's killer surf. And Metro observes Easter and Passover.
MITV News, Metro at 11 with Steve Bone.
Good evening. For the first time since last summer, patrollers are back at work walking the rocks at Peggy's Cove. Just over 2 months ago, a young Halifax woman died at Peggy's Cove after she was swept off the rocks by the surf. As Deborah Zink tells us tonight, the patrollers' job is to keep wave watchers at a safe distance from the water.
Marta Stevenson spends her day giving people personal warnings about the dangerously unpredictable waters here at Peggy's Cove. Marta is one of 2 patrollers who started walking the rocks here on Saturday to prevent people from getting too close to the water and help to rescue them if they do.
We're trying to heighten the sense of awareness within the public that yes, Peggy's Cove is a beautiful and spectacular place to visit, but with the rocks and the water and the combination of the two, it can be treacherous.
The area around Peggy's Cove is littered with signs that tell people just how treacherous the cove's waters can be. But signs are easy to ignore. In February, a young Halifax woman was swept into the water to her death. Her companion was also washed away, but was rescued. And a month later, another woman was rescued from the Cove's waters. Stevenson hopes that a personal warning will keep people away from the danger area.
I do a continual circuit of the area and try to hit the people who are just coming onto the area and give them a couple of warnings, or basically on days like today say stay up on high ground.
This is a perfect example of how unpredictable the water here at Peggy's Cove can be. The winds aren't very strong, and they're certainly not as strong as you'd expect to be getting waves like these. Stevenson says that so far, Cove visitors have listened to her warnings, but she admits that she can't keep people from wandering around where they want to.
It's not my place to say you can or can't do anything. We're here basically as a preventative, making sure that people are aware of the dangers, and it's up to their own discretion if they want to go any further. So
Stevenson and her colleague are fully trained in waterfront rescue, first aid, and CPR. And in the event that someone is swept away, they have radio contact with the fire department and ambulance crews. At Peggy's Cove, Deborah Zink, MITV News.
A Halifax restaurant owner returning home from work last night was startled to find 2 masked men in his house. And as if discovering the intruders wasn't frightening enough, the victim's phone lines had been cut and he couldn't even call for help. Taryn Budasing has the story.
Police were on the scene gathering evidence at the victim's West End residence this morning. The victim is still very upset over the attack and did not want to appear on camera. But he did talk to us about what happened to him last night. When the victim arrived home from work late last night, he came in the front door and was greeted by 2 masked men with knives. They forced him to the floor at knife point and took cash from his pockets. The house was ransacked, and along with the cash, the thieves made off with some personal belongings. After they fled the scene, the victim immediately tried to call the police.
He went to the phone, and that's when he discovered that it was dead, and the lines had been cut. That was determined a little later on, and there was an upstairs flat, so we had to go up